Ice cream would be the thing.
Perfect thing, I know.
We got to get some ice cream in here. Why didn't they bring us no ice cream?
I know. At least we got some rain.
Yes, we did, to cool down, because it's hot.
I know, so hot. And today it didn't really come early enough to cut off temperatures, you know, for lunchtime or anything. It was late afternoon rain, but hey, our temperatures are down now, and we do still have the showers and storms moving across some of our southern spots especially, and still some light rain. And I know a lot of you grateful and happy to get this kind of rain, especially with the heat. And also some of you have been hoping for some showers and storms just because it has been dry overall for some spots, at least lately, and our area kind of overall has needed rain. Right now we still have the storms working their way south around Jean Lafitte and Raceland, Thibodaux, Homa, all of you getting those heavier downpours. There are also some areas of heavy rain and probably some street flooding around the Laplace area. There's been some heavy rain there and out just in this general spot around Lake Maurepas. Some heavy downpours, 1 to 2+ inches of rain, but not as much north of the lake at this point, aside from those lighter showers. I was showing you rain totals up to over an inch. Many spots also saying just a few hundredths of an inch of rain. Hammond over a ½ inch of rain, but we actually have a bit more rain to come, and some spots of New Orleans likely between a ½ inch and a little over an inch, especially farther north where some of that heavier rain set up over the northern part near the lake. Here's what we have going on. Nice light rain and sprinkles for some spots north of Lake Pontchartrain, but more storms on the way. And this is a severe thunderstorm watch that doesn't quite make it to our part of Louisiana and Mississippi. But these are some strong storms with high wind gusts and some really heavy rain, lots of lightning as well. So these should be weakening a bit, at least as they move in, but tracking the timing for this rain. Again, this is very tentative because it's sort of a big cluster, kind of hard to draw the line here, but you can see about around Mandeville, maybe some North Shore spots, potentially around 7, New Orleans maybe a little after 7. Again, this is a tentative timeline, and those storms may slow down a little bit as well. This is our forecast, though. 5:30, it was doing an okay job with our model of what's happening. By 8, it still has some of those storms around. It does dry us out by about 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. We're not seeing any rain, at least according to this model. I think it will be after sunset that we still have a bit of rain around, but most of that slacking off by about 9 or 10 p.m. So evening storms, but they will be ending. So overnight, not looking for a whole lot of rain. We're looking hot and stormy again tomorrow, and then we get higher heat and less rain for the rest of the week. So we'll be back to one of those scorching kind of patterns in the upper 90s, and also looking at storms each day. Actually, today we hit 98. Yesterday too, upper 90s. And we have the storms around, so kind of one of these days where we get both. Is it going to be hot or stormy? And the answer is yes. Today, 98 degrees, average high 91, at least not at the record, I guess, of 101 from 1980 for today's date. But look at these temperatures now. They came way down into the 70s. We're sitting at 80 at the lakefront, again, waiting for those storms to cool down our southern coastal spots. But other than that, not too bad for this evening. Our feels like temperatures, again, very clear to see where the rain has been in the triple digits farther south, but not feeling bad farther north. Rain chances again through this evening coming down. And as we look at tonight, our rain will be ending. Our temperatures will be in the 70s for lows. And then tomorrow we'll do it again with middle 90s expected, but also some scattered storms. Here's our model through tomorrow, starting off in the morning around commute time, looking okay. This is by noon. Fast forward into the afternoon, some scattered showers, couple storms. 5 p.m., most of it is starting to wrap up, and then this is 8 p.m., so the evening looking quieter. But then this takes back over. The big H, the big high pressure, builds and expands from the west, and then by this weekend retreats a bit, so rain chances go back up a bit, at least Saturday and Sunday, but until then, it's going to be really hot for the second part of the week especially. In the tropics, we have subtropical depression Dawn. Essentially not much out here in the Atlantic. Just giving you a look at its forecast path. Probably going to make a little loop here, might take on some tropical characteristics and be a low-end tropical storm by the end of the week. We will see, but it is not making its way toward us. Models just keeping it right around there, sort of meandering around the middle to northern part of the Atlantic. So no tropical threats for us. Look at those temperatures. I mean, we've seen it through the weekend already with the 98s, but that will be the forecast through the end of the week. And then by this weekend, again, a week from now, looking at some rain back in the forecast.